See that? We talking about mass incarceration in the 13th Amendment. Remember Brandon Scott, it's you and me, kid. 2023, it's Freedom Summer. That's you and me. Me and Brandon Scott. Johnny Olszewski, Brandon Scott, Erek, Barron, Governor Westmore. I never got a trial. Ben Hardin, I never got a trial. You feel me? I never got a trial. And I need a trial. That's Brandon Scott. He was Councilman Scott, all right? In 2010, Baltimore City Police Department came in my house. I turned in the gun task force in October of 2010. That's me. 2008, P.O. Box 38. I was locked up in another state, all right? I was kidnapped by the state of Maryland for making a documentary about mass incarceration, the war on drugs. That's Melissa Bennett from the White House. That's President Bush. You feel me? And that's my store on Falls Road. I was kidnapped from my home at 1402 Lochner. That's my lawyer, Mr. Bailey. That's Governor Quinn, Lisa Madigan, Governor O'Malley, parole and probation, and President Obama. That's me in Lake County Jail, all right? That's a whistleblower's application. That's President Trump, Senate Judiciary, House Judiciary, and the Supreme Court. You got all that information. How you doing, officer? Bless. Security, right? You know why I'm here? I'm here because they locked me up illegally in 2011, charged me with terrorism for putting that toilet in front of the courthouse. I ain't never get a trial. Yeah. I applied for Martin Luther King's job and they tried to give me 20 years. You feel me? See, a toilet don't care if you black, white, straight, or gay. A toilet take your shit every day. And Martin Luther King got it passed, Public Accommodations Act in 1964. So these are criminal charges against Scott Shellenberger because they said if you want to do something, hide it in a book. That's Baltimore Rewired, the money behind the machine. You know as well as I do, if you go out, I ain't even got you on film neither. If you go out to Baltimore County, you're a Baltimore City resident, that's like sundown town. Got a whole new set of laws out here about being black. You know what I'm saying? But nobody want to talk about that. So here on February the 2nd, 2011, I blew the whistle on Scott Shellenberger because of the money they was making. Judge Turnbull, Judge Souder, Judge Janae, and the corruption going out here. Baltimore City under the dissent decree, Baltimore County ain't. You feel me? That's why they went rampant. So right here shows you I was doing this documentary. And here go the criminal charges against Scott Shellenberger. You feel me? But nobody want to take the charges. You can charge me with terrorism, but you can't charge him with Jim Crow. And right here says Julie Enser of the court. You come over here and look at all this if you want to. All right. Well, I didn't bring the toilet this time, but it's coming. It's coming. Because, see, a toilet don't care if you black, white, straight, or gay. A toilet take your shit every day. You feel me? And a house ain't a home without one. And I'm homeless ever since 2011. I want what belongs to me. These are the state officials that had full knowledge of this. Thank you. State Senator James Broshin, Moynihan, Bobby Zirkin, Lisa Gladden, McIntosh, Thelma Branch, GOP Carter. Y'all had that. That's Tuesday, 13th day of September 2011. I never got my property back. That property was worth $250 million. Like I said, it's about your prison industry and mass incarceration. See that? I got a GED obtained. Shorty's Bootleg Barbecue. That's my resume. Shorty's Voice. I'm an independent filmmaker and a documentaire. See me? That's 1402 Lochner. This for Brandon Scott. That's Judge Boers, Governor O'Malley, Governor Quinn, Snowden, the Civil Rights Division. Y'all got that. And it's certified. That makes it legal in any court in the United States. This is February 2012. That's Mr. Fields, your lawyer. That's David Wiggins. He's a notary. That's Governor O'Malley, Congressman Cummings, Senator Cardin, Barbara Mikulski, Richard McFeely, the FBI, Judge Bell, Judge Pearson, Judge Turnbull, Judge Boers, Governor Quinn, Erek Holder, the Department of Justice, CBS Gayle King, and the CEO of Bank of America. Y'all charged me with terrorism 3 times in 2 different states. You charged me here and I went to the FBI the next day. That's 2011. Judge Turnbull ordered my property returned. These are the elected officials that participated in this fraud. You feel me? They participated in this. Shellenberger should have did this in September 2008. A federal and state violations. Bank of America, SunTrust Bank, James Hammond conspired to defraud the government. Y'all was protecting white supremacy right here. See that? May 28th, 2008. Dear, all right? That's filing false papers with the court. I was locked up in another state. You can't change my lease. You can't talk to nobody. And you can't empty my bank account. That's President Bush and President Obama. And like I said, I was making a movie. No attack occurred. That's my film crew. All right? That's a Whistleblowers Act. President Obama, O'Malley, the Department of Justice, and the Lake County Board. Like I said, Baltimore, rewired. The money behind the machine. I'm an artist, not a terrorist. This is the toilet I left with Rebecca Hershberger from the Visionary Arts Museum. That's the letter from President Obama. This is the toilet I left in front of Towson in 2011. Social media for social change. I don't need 1 million people to march. I need 1 million people to pay attention. Are you there yet? That's meat on fire. You see that? Shorty's pit beef. See that? Shorty's best of the best in Baltimore, 1999. Shorty's pit beef and catering. That's red, black, and green. I'm a black-owned business, and I own my own business. I own me. I own all parts of me. I feed the homeless. I feed the ravens. That's Lori Penzick from Fox 45. That's me, the best of Baltimore, 1999. And that's Mayor Pugh. Tired, long day? Yeah. Man, at least you got a job. Think about if you was homeless. How long your day would be? You don't even have a day. You just running from minute to minute. All right, this is February the 9th, 2011. Filed for a public defender. Told the officer about my illegal incarceration. All right. This is a Jailhouse Diary from Baltimore County. All right. That's the Supreme Court of Illinois, Attorney General Disciplinary Committee. You see that? Randolph Street. I filed that paperwork in February 2011 because y'all kidnapped me. That's North Capitol, Springfield, Illinois. All right. Department of Justice, civil lawsuit, 2019. That's Johnny Olszewski and Chief Hyatt. Johnny Olszewski got this, and he asked for the Department of Justice to investigate that. You see that? It's all right here. T.J. Smith. You see that? So I don't want no misunderstandings about nothing I say I do. Call the police. I go to jail for the right reasons. We're going to displace old myths. You feel me? Displacing old myths. This is the state of Illinois, Lake County. That's the case. I never got a trial. And these are the witnesses, hostile witnesses. Michael Waller, Judge Stark, Judge Boris, Judge Foreman, Audrey Nixon, Angelo Kyle, Sheriff Coran, Robert Evans Sr. Sovereign immunity doesn't apply when the witnesses commit the crime. You see that? February 2008. Sovereign immunity doesn't apply. This is the witness list from another state. David Irwin, Ed Norris. You see that? Cheryl Nelson, Dwayne Gerald Davis Jr., 1402 Lochner, Baltimore City resident. Congressman Elijah Cummings, 7th District. Rob Fix, my producer. Glenn Nelson, my producer. Paul Weinblatt. Sheriff Fisher. Ben Cardins. You see Ben Cardins on that? That's a movie release. Rob Fix production. And that's Governor Hogan. That's Harriet Tubman. Because like I said, I did it in Harriet Tubman. I did it during Black History Month. And that's me. You feel me? That's me. That's a subpoena. I never got a trial. That's the case right there. I never got a trial. Baltimore City Police Commissioner Baltimore City Police Commissioner Frederick Belfield. Erek Holder, the Department of Justice. All right? County Council meetings, the Scott Shellenberger. That's Julian Jones. You see who that is? Y'all got that. And that's notarized. You feel me? Notarized. Jerome Joyce, Baltimore County Public Defender's Office. Waukegan Public Defender, Mr. Bailey. I'm showing you how the public defenders work with the state's attorney to incarcerate Black Baltimore, Lake County, and Black America. That's Judge Souter. That's President Barack Obama. All materials sent to your office and the Chicago office. All materials and videos sent to you. Chief Judge Bell. All right? Like I said, I never got a trial. That's my case number. William G., Baltimore County Internal Affairs Division. All material. That's the case right there. 202. All right. Fern Shin from the Baltimore Brew. Fern Shin from the Baltimore Brew lied to you. That toilet in front of the school board was about the school to prison pipeline. I told y'all about the school to prison pipeline that Fox 45 talking about. I told y'all about that in 2006. That's the NAACP president, Benjamin Jealous. The NAACP, the ACLU, they got all this. All videos and legal material. You see the date? That's how long they had it. 11 years a slave. And that's the NAACP. That's James P. O'Neill, Baltimore County Detention Center. All right, Baltimore County. You denied me access to the law library while I was locked up. That's Mr. Grant from the Public Defender's Office in Lake County. Public Defender's Office in Lake County. Public Defender's Office. Public Defender's Office. If I was locked up on that date, how could I write checks? If I was locked up in another state, how could my business be open and running? I need a federal and state audit. I was kidnapped and my money was stolen. That's the best of the best in Baltimore. That's me. That's me. That's me. All right? The best of the best. And this is where I started at. In Owings Mills with a little grill. You feel me? I'm better than the Canopy. I'm better than the rest of them. You feel me? Shorty's Barbecue. Windy Valley. That page is blank. But right here, February 5th, 2008. Althea Welch. All right? P.O. Box 38. We don't want no misunderstandings about nothing I say or do. I applied for Martin Luther King's job. Westmore got this material. It's a call to commitment. That's Erek Barron of the Department of Justice. That's Westmore. That's the Creative Alliance. That's the Baltimore Arts and Promotions. See the date? August 5th, 2015. Mayor Stephanie Rawlins Blake, Commissioner Davis. Told y'all I was making a movie. Lights, camera, action. It's all about you. That's Jared Jimenez. We talking about voter suppression. That's President Obama. And that's the property you stole from me in 2008. Like I said, I never got a trial. There it is, December 2009. That's April 2009. Thanks for contacting President Barack Obama. Them toilets is famous for all the right reasons. The laws that tear black families apart. You see that? The laws that tear black families apart. This is U.S. codes. So Scott Shellenberger, Judge Turnbull, all right, this is the law of the land. Whoever having knowledge of actual commission of a felony cognizable by a court of law in the United States conceals is not as soon as possible make known to some judge or persons in civil or military authority of the United States shall be fined and imprisoned for 3 years. I was kidnapped. And Scott Shellenberger need to go to jail. Scott Shellenberger broke the law. Scott Shellenberger got to go to jail. Ain't no law against activism. I'm an activist. And I'm very creative.